Hello guys, and welcome to my movie channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means a lot. Black Panther has done some pretty amazing things since being released about 3 weeks ago. It's been #1 at the box office for the past 3 weeks, and it has now made $500 million domestically at the box office. It is also gearing up towards making $1 billion worldwide, which it will do. I strongly believe that if I had to put $5 down on it, it's going to make $1 billion worldwide, and it should. Now, this video, I wanted to talk about why Black Panther having such a smash success is great for Hollywood as a whole. Now, we know that the Oscars we got to watch the Oscars on Sunday. The Oscars were very, very good this year. Gary Oldman won Best Actor, Shape of Water won Best Picture, and it seemed just right across the board that movies like Coco and movies like Dunkirk were finally getting some recognition that they definitely deserve. However, the Oscars ratings have dropped significantly, which means a lot more people aren't really interested in the Oscars as a whole. And why is that? I strongly believe that part of the reason is because of the movies that are getting the recognition in the Oscars. Now, I totally agree that the Academy should choose the best movies, best look, best narrative, best performances, best direction for these films, because without these types of films, then it would pretty much just be a Razzie Award, which would just be terrible. So I do agree that movies like The Shape of Water, Dunkirk, Call Me by Your Name, all these types of movies got a lot of recognition, and it was very well deserved because they're masterfully crafted to be these amazing award-winning films. However, something that could help the Oscars for next year is possibly Black Panther. Black Panther, not only has it been shattering records in the box office, but it is a global hit. This movie is, in my opinion, the best Marvel movie since Captain America Civil War. Now, there's a lot more political enshrine and intrigue in this Black Panther film. A lot to do with becoming a new king. A lot to do with the African culture as a whole. A lot of traditional values are placed in this movie, which can help show the appreciation or give the appreciation that this movie truly deserves and that it should be recognized for. The second thing that this landmark of Black Panther represents for the Hollywood community is change. It is finally time we see different ethnic directors, women directors. It is about time we see people who can just put together a good movie, not regarding race, religion, ethnicity, gender, color, any of that stuff. Put all that aside. It's all about making a good movie. And Ryan Coogler did just that with Black Panther. Now, you also have to credit Kevin Feige. You also have to credit Marvel as a whole, their whole template, their whole foundation that they have rooted into the MCU. But this is Ryan Coogler's movie, and Ryan Coogler deserves the amount of respect that he should get. This movie, I'm not saying that this movie is going to win any Academy Awards. I'm not saying this movie should win any Academy Awards. What I'm simply saying is that this movie should be recognized as a strong contender for at least a nominational bid when it comes to Academy Awards and when it comes to award-winning shows like the Academy Awards. Ryan Coogler put so many great movements in this movie. And when I say movements, I mean he put so many great memories in this movie. This movie has so many timeless, in my opinion, timeless attributes that could make it obviously a movie that could stick with the world for 50 years. I mean, moving forward, this movie is just literally that good, and it really should get a lot of recognition that it deserves. Now, I'm not saying Black Panther is perfect, because in my opinion, there are some things I necessarily didn't like about Black Panther, but it is a great film. And it is a film that deserves to be a $1 billion film and a $500 million domestic film. And it's going to make more than that. I mean, it's just continuing to roll forward, even with new movies coming out. But Ryan Coogler did something that was so amazing that we just cannot discredit him for what he did. And the third and final reason why Black Panther could shape Hollywood is because of the intrigue based on the African culture. Now, a lot of movies we see nowadays are really based off of the United States. They're based off of historical events. They're based off of, um, you know, an intrigue about maybe space or anything like that. But this movie shows a basis of African culture and why it's important for all of us to care about African culture. To be honest with you, before going into Black Panther, I didn't really understand the traditions and the culture behind the African people. However, Black Panther gave me a better incentive, a better understanding of why the people do what they do and how amazing African life really is. Now, Wakanda is a fake country. By any means of the imagination, it's not real. There's no such thing as vibranium. There's no such thing as, all these buildings and all these cities and things like that. However, the African culture that is displayed in Black Panther hits the nail on the head, in my opinion. And I see this a lot. I've seen a lot of reviews from the African community. I've seen a lot of reviews from the American community, and I've seen a lot of reviews from movie buffs and movie reviewers in general, and a lot of them are understanding the same type of intrigue that African culture in Black Panther is really, really head on, and it really pushes the realness of Black heritage and African heritage. And to me, this movie is just so empowering. It's amazing. It gives you hope. It inspires people. And that is really why I feel like this movie, making $500 million domestically and almost $1 billion now worldwide, is going to be a landmark. It is going to make its place as one of cinematic's greatest achievements. And a lot of people have been like, well, there's never a black lead or there's never an African lead in a movie because it's not going to make as much money. Guess what? That's squashed, and it should be squashed. We need to be more open to let anybody who has a vision, a good vision for a movie. I'm not saying just give it to anybody who is a certain ethnicity or a certain gender, but somebody like a Patty Jenkins, like a Ryan Coogler, like a Ava DuVernay, somebody who has a great vision and can tell a great and pivotal story, and that a story that not only is pivotal to them or pivotal to the genre of movie or even the narrative of the story, but it's also pivotal to us as moviegoers, as fans, that we can really have the best experience at the movies as possible, no matter who it is behind the camera. So these are my thoughts on why Black Panther hitting $500 million domestically is a fantastic thing for Hollywood and why it's going to change the outlook of Hollywood. I want to know what are your guys' opinions. Comment below and let me know about certain things that you think stand out about Black Panther making $500 million, or do you think it's going to be the opposite? Do you think Hollywood's going to continue to do what they've been doing forever? Also, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join this channel, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We talk movies here. I'm also going to be, later on today, I'm also going to be recording another video on my reactions to the new Winnie the Pooh movie that's coming out. But I'll save my thoughts for that video. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hit that like button, turn on the notifications, let me know if I make you smile, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.